Shalom, everyone. This is TaliYah D. Thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, share. Today, we're going to talk about some herbs that naturally calm your nerves, ease tension, and to help you rest to get a good night's sleep. So, during this sultry season, with all the mass shootings, murder rates continuously going up higher, there's an atmosphere of fear in this world right now. The tsunami is going, not tsunamis, but but the hurricanes going on. That's devastating. So they just made me think about things that can naturally help you unwind and escape this just for a second. Working in mental illness in the past and working in the pharmacy department in the past has given me a very interesting perspective on how people cope with stress and how people cope with society, transition. It's very interesting as human beings how we deal with things like that. So there comes a time when escaping can turn into denial, avoiding situations, incubating, stuffing things. That's when it becomes unhealthy. That's when it becomes, you get unhealthy results in doing stuff like that. That can lead to depression. It can lead to suicide. It can lead to bitterness. Anything that's going to lead you away from life. Let's just put it that way. Anything that's going to take you away from what Yeshua has called life, peace. So, this season of Sultry, as you guys may know, it's designed for exposure. We're in a season of heat. It's designed to expose, to bring you to judgment, to bring you to deliverance away from those things. But it's also a season of favor, so if your heart's not in the right place, you can miss that. You may not even recognize what favor is, and we all know favor is better than money. That's a whole nother lesson. So with that being said, let's get into the herbs that these herbs have good calming properties. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is lemon balm. Lemon balm, I like to have you take a look at what it may look like. Oh, you probably can't see. Let me back up. That's okay. I'll just show you through the glass. That's all right. Lemon balm is a part of the peppermint family, the mint family. Lemon balm is a really good mood enhancer. It's good to fight depression. It's good for also stomach cramps. I know when some people get stressed, their stomach tends to cramp up. Lemon balm is really good for that. Sorry, I'm checking on my baby. She's right here. It's really good for that. It's also good for headaches. And also it's known to, in some people who suffer with Alzheimer's disease, to ease agitation. So that's good to know. Let's draw the next one. The next one I want to talk about is passion flower. Can you see that? I have lots of passion flower. I use passion flower for myself as well. But passion flower, let me see. Can you take a look, maybe? Yeah. Passion flower is really good for high blood pressure. It's good for anxiety. It's good for fibromyalgia, women who deal with pain with things like that. If you have trouble sleeping. And it's also good for people who have asthma. It calms down anything that has a reactive. If your body's reacting to something, it soothes your nerves. So passion flower is really good for that too. And also I have chamomile, the classic chamomile. Can you see that? Is that a good picture? Smells wonderful. But chamomile is really good for calming, relaxing. It has very mild sedative properties, so it's safe for kids. These three particularly are safe for kids, but of course everything in moderation. I've read that some people use it for teething. If your child's teething, they would make it into a tea or concoction and rub it up against their gums. It has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. You okay? Okay. Anti-inflammatory properties, even convulsions, soothes the nerves, and also relieves anxiety. So all three of these herbs, once again, this is lemon balm, passion flower, and chamomile. They all have mild sedative properties, so they're really good for people who, if you're dealing with any of those that I've mentioned. But at the end of the day, everyone who suffer from high blood pressure, anxiety, mental illness, Lord, anything that is opposite of what the Most High has called us to be, He did not give us the spirit of fear. He told us that His yoke is easy, that His burden is light, that He has called us to peace. You know, whatever you might be facing in this season or outside of this season, remember that we serve an Almighty Yah who said, I am the beginning and I am the end. I was there in the beginning and I will be there in the end. I am the Alpha and I am the Omega. I have made a way for you no matter what situation you're in. He has already planned it out. And I know for me personally, I can't comprehend that sometimes, that He has already paved the way. Since He already knows the plans that He has for us, He's already planned a way for our escape, for us to figure it out. He has given us the Ruach to empower us to keep going. He is around us 24/7. He doesn't need a nap. He doesn't need tea to calm him down. He doesn't need a break, what I call with my kids a moment. He don't need mommy moment or daddy moment. He is the Almighty. He doesn't need all of that. He's all powerful and all knowing. So take comfort in that. I know I take comfort in that, and I have to remind myself of that too, that He has not called us to be anxious and to worry about tomorrow or next week or month or year, but He has said, don't even worry about those things. If I love you enough to care for you, to plan your whole life out for you, and to call on me anything you feel like you're in distress, that should be enough. He is enough. His Son is enough. He is perfection. I remember when, I think it was around after college for me, I was drinking hard liquor a lot, and vodka was my drink of choice. I didn't go for the brown stuff. For some reason that made me really angry. Brown liquor made me angry. But and this had to have been the Ruach. And this was before I converted to be Hebrew. But His spirit is faithful. He is faithful because I got the revelation to drink chamomile tea. Chamomile tea actually is good too for people who are weaning off of addiction. I didn't know that. Until I started really getting into herbs, but I was drinking that before I even knew all of this. So His spirit is faithful. The Most High is faithful. Our Father is all good. So, word of encouragement, I love you guys. Hang in there. Sultry season is not over yet. It's not over yet. I think it ends around October 12th or 13th. So hang in there. We're almost there. About halfway. So take that knowledge, take that wisdom. I hope that encourages somebody, that you're not by yourself. You're out there. There's some alternatives to get you off of that, whatever you want to roll up, drink up, shot up, whatever your drug of choice or, preference. But there's something else out there that's greater than these herbs and anything else. Love you guys. Shalom.